Are you a flex tank, off tank,
Main tank.
main tank? Okay, all right. So I'm guessing your best is Reinhardt, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right. We can start now then. So let's take a look at the enemies composition. They are running Mercy, right? Mercy, Moira, Rhine, double shield, Widow, Torb, and you guys have also double shield, just different character. Same support. Wow, almost the same DPS. Is this comp or is this a scrim?
This is comp.
Oh, okay.
One. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Okay. Okay, so I like that charge right there, right? You pretty much
Swap.
were committing. Yeah, you're committing. Uh what you want to really try to uh how do you say it? You want to be more bait and wait. So
Yep.
around these corners, right? I call it corner to corner. So here,
Mhm.
so I like to type it out. So bait and wait. So playing this aggro is okay in lower elo. I say you could do this up to like probably mid diamond. So yeah, that I did not expect you were gonna do that. That's very aggro. But the higher you go, or if you ever encounter Smurfs, you want to be a little bit more bait and wait. So what do I mean by bait and wait? There's two ways to do bait and wait. One
He's on.
is, huh? What?
He's red. He's the one who
Yeah,
got
I'm
charged.
red.
Yeah,
Wanted-
I know.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. So, bait and wait. So what I'm trying to say is, doesn't matter if you're on offense or defense, you want to hear cooldown ability, right? So you want to know what do they have that can punish me? What do they have that can counter me? So in this scenario, you kind of play a little bit aggro, so you got pinned, took a lot of damage. So you obviously couldn't counter pin because pin versus pin. Does that mean 50 to 50 equal? Yes and no, because if you don't get the pin off, then it's pretty much 100 to 0, right?
Gotcha.
Alright, so what else do they have? They have Rock from Sigma. Everything else, I don't think that will affect you. Mercy Moira doesn't do that much damage. I mean, Torb, it only does a lot of damage close up with the right click. So your biggest threat is this Reinhardt and their Sigma Rock, which is right here. Right? So let's see. Okay, so healer composition wise is bad, and I know you have no sorry, I know you have no control over it because I mean it's randoms, right? It's in ladder.
Yeah.
They don't have to listen to you, right? So the right healer would have been more like Lucio Ana. You need the speed and pocket. You could even do Lucio Bap. You could do Zen Discord plus Ana for the better focus, or Zen plus Bap. These would have been more of a better choice. If you want to play a little bit even more slower, you could do Brig plus Ana. So the question becomes, well, then how do I play around this? Moira and Mercy? You want to be paying closely attention. And main tank usually tend to tunnel vision, right? So I could lower my to this angle, right?
Yeah.
From this height, if you're trying to duke out with their front line, right? If you're trying to fight both of their tanks, so in this case it would be Rhine Sigma, right? You have to shield, swing, and then you gotta like make sure you don't get CC. So it's like there's so much to be watching for, right? So
Yeah.
then you want to also, because that's enemy awareness. So what about team awareness? You want to pay attention to your Moira. If your Moira throws Dark Orb, that means you can play aggro, But at the same time, you're gonna lose a lot of healing because Moira's most amount of healing still comes out from her yellow orb, right? She pretty much got a
Right.
little bit nerfed.
Yeah.
So you have two options. If Moira throws Dark Orb, that means I could push up, but I can't push too hard. Right? I could play more corner to corner, like right here to right here. Swing shield, swing shield. If she throws Yellow Orb, okay, then you can push up pretty much into this Reinhardt. Right, because it's a lot of AOE healing.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're chasing the yellow orb at this point, right?
Yeah.
As for the Mercy, I mean, she can once a while heal you because support they have this mentality. If it's like the moment they see critical, they just want to pocket. It might not be the right choice, but they will do it. So I guess for you, it's like you can put somewhat of a trust on Mercy players, but it should have been a Moira healing the tanks, and the Mercy should be pocketing the DPS, right? It's easier to heal a tank on Moira versus Mercy, and then
Yeah.
it's easier to heal DPS as Mercy than Moira, right? So you just have to be more aware of how your
Yeah.
support is using their cooldown.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Okay, so you're going in a 5v6. They're staggered. Okay, that's a huge pick. That right there's a huge pick because that is a lot of healing.
Yeah.
Plus Mercy recently, got a little bit buff, and that's a res, right? Now, like that's one of the best pick. Like killing a Mercy over the Moira is probably better than killing the Moira over the Mercy. So in this situation, I'm just curious. Do you join team chat?
Yes.
Okay, they don't need to listen, but if they do, that would be great. I would have said pull them close to the left wall, right? So you say pull,
Yeah.
and then you charge in, right? You
Okay.
don't want them to pull right here, and then you charge all the way into point. Then what does that mean? That means you overextended, and there's a Sigma shield. That means your team can't heal you because you're not running like BAP or Ana long
Yeah.
range, right? Yeah. So you want to call. So it's okay if you're down one character. You just have to utilize how can I outplay them even if I'm down
Okay.
a character. Okay. All right. So now you're down a healer. Yeah. So from just that here, we'll go back. We'll slow it down a little
Yeah.
bit. Right here. Your okay. The problem is their tank is better than your guys' tank. Not mechanical wise, but your shield management cooldown wise, because you're not shielding. She doesn't have a shield too. Two tanks always needs to synergize. Maybe this guy's toxic. Maybe you don't like him. Like, let's just take that factor out. Just
Yeah.
character design wise, right? And look at their tank. They at least have a shield. So that means this Reinhardt can get free swings in and just hold S and back off into the shield.
Yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, so it's like, here's another one. If from this angle, um, let's see if we can actually see it. You see the fortify, right? You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Orissa's best defensive peel to back out ability is fortify, and it's like, oh, no shield, and she's forced to use the fortify, and she's using it early. That tells you that this Orisa feels more pressured than the enemy tank. So what you should have done is just swing and play around corners.
Gotcha.
Like 80-80 strafing. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so let's put on the overlay.
Yeah, I'm getting main handled right now at the beginning of this match.
Yeah. Okay, so I will wait until the Orisa spawns and pause right there. Let's talk about our ult economy. It's 2 minute 37, almost halfway through the game. You guys have not capped first point, so we would consider this as a mid fight, right? Because it always
Okay.
resets. If you can cap this, then we reset back to early fight because you just started pushing payload. It's a hybrid map. So let's talk about ult economy. We just use sight. Most likely you will have coalescence because Moira can charge that really quick. You have Valk, so you have 2 support ult. Let's see. If you play a little bit more aggro on Ryan, you should have Shatter. Not like instantly, but a little bit after the 2 support ult comes online. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
what three ult. Let's take a look at the enemy. Their ult economy seems to be better, is because they have Bob, they have Molten Core, they have Shatter, they have Valk. Alright, so that's what four ult.
Yeah.
So let's do Valk versus Valk. It's useless, right? When you use Valk, it's mainly for escape or for helping your team sustain and building ult charge for the other 5. Right? Valk helps build 5 ult faster because of sustain. Alright, so that means Cole and Shatter is your biggest win condition. You always want to know what's your win condition and what is the enemy's win condition. What is the enemy's win condition? I would say Bob, Molten Core,
Yeah.
and Shatter. Because I can give you different combination. I can shoot Molten Core behind you guys, and I tell my Reinhardt to charge you all of you guys into Molten Core. That's only giving up 1 ult just to win 1 team fight. What if I want to commit even harder? Because down there people might overuse their ult. That's fine. If they want to use more than 1, that's okay too. They could do Bob plus Shatter, right? Because when Bob boops you guys up, he can go for the Shatter.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What else can they do? If their Reinhardt is very passive and he's just scared, then we can commit Bob plus Molten Core. You shoot Molten Core behind them and throw Bob in to push them all into Molten Core. Anyone that doesn't fall into Molten Core, the Bob will shoot anyone that's also out of position. But that is over committing because you want to save Bob or Molten Core as a defensive ult. So just
Yeah.
remember, in the future, you want to think, right? Just every time you're spawning back, you could be thinking and telling your team like, okay, guys, our win condition is shattering coal, and their win condition is that and that. Right?
Okay.
You
Yeah.
don't need to like saying I'm coming back is kind of useless because
Right.
obviously you're dead. They already know you're coming back, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. It's harder to like keep track of the ult economy, because like just learning and like understanding where they're at and where I'm at.
Yeah, of course. So like there's a lot of things in this game like it's not possible. Like for me it's also not possible. It's just experience over time. So
Right.
you want to have this mindset. I don't know if you want to do it in quick play or if you have like other alt account or you want to do on your main or comp. Just bring 3 things you want to like hyper focus for that game, right? So for example, 1, I want to only play. I don't want you to one trick because that's kind of bad. We could do
Right.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, we I'll just throw in these ones. Maybe you don't like those characters, but we'll just say that like I will only play these. I refuse to go Sigma or Ball or whatever.
Okay.
No,
I
that's
went.
fine, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
went Sigma this round too, so I already broke that
okay,
rule. But yeah,
yeah.
I see what you're saying. Main tanks versus off tanks.
Yeah, so that's like okay, good reason. So now you're gonna commit those 3, so you'll improve over time. What's another reason? I want to block almost every single shatter. Like you want to make sure
Yeah.
that's one of your priority, right?
Gotcha.
And what's the third one? I want to start learning and reading my win condition versus enemy condition, and that's it. Just keep thinking about those 3 in your head. Forget about the whole guys, they have they have double bubble on Zarya. Like, let your other randoms say that.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
yeah, right. Focus the 3 things that you want to bring, and maybe maybe like after 1 week, you think you're getting the hang of it, then move on and learn three more like things that you want to bring, right, to the
Yeah.
quick play. Yeah. Okay.
So here I was trying to go a different route, but only half my team came with me.
Yeah, and the Arista got punished.
Yeah, I was trying to like communicate it to him, but my 2 healers followed me at least, but the rest of the people just didn't.
Okay, so I like that. Like, it might look very bad and sloppy, but I'm actually surprised. Like, I'm not trying to like be nice because I don't know you. I'm very straightforward.
Right.
I'm actually surprised in bronze somebody would actually take a different pathing. I thought people up till like even platinum, because I still see a lot of platinums, they would just keep going here mindlessly, getting
Yeah,
very
I used to do
angry.
that.
Dude, guys, why are we not winning? Like, yeah, because you're not. You're
Yeah,
pushing the same path. No, that's very smart. That's very good. Yeah, just unfortunate your team didn't have the right composition and your team didn't want to push. Right. So that's good. I want you to keep that mentality. Like,
gotcha. Yeah.
yeah, take different pathing.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you're out of everybody. I think in this VoD, your Orisa is probably your weakest link.
Okay. Yeah, here I switched to Sigma, and we end up pushing, but I don't even know if that's why. But and then I think in the next round I switched back to Reinhardt.
Okay, so I noticed something kind of funny here. You got a flanking Tor with the turret, but that's good. That makes you space and distraction.
Yeah.
Maybe you might not know, but if I'm asking you right now, did you have any idea during live that there was a Tor behind there, like your Tor?
Nope. Not a clue.
No. Okay, that's probably something you want to consider in the future. Like, pay attention to where are the other 5. Like,
Okay.
who's with me, right? Oh crap. Right, who's with me and who is flanking, and take advantage of it. Say, hey Torb, I'm gonna start pushing in, so can you push in from behind too? Make a sandwich.
Yeah.
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 Like, or a pincer formation. Okay, so that's good. You guys got to pick, and we're committing Bongo and Cole. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so you know how you were here
Yeah.
and you handled their very aggressive Rhine that overextended. That was good. This tells me that you're more of a team player. Like,
Yeah.
just
Well,
by watching
thank
so
you.
far, yeah, you're a team player. But in the future, if you realize you punish the out of position character, then you should just charge in. Like, you don't need to hold up shield because there's only so much shielding you could do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to play more aggro. It's like transitioning. It's like solo queue mentality to teamwork mentality. You don't want to have too much solo queue mentality because a lot of people do that and they're going on a spawn cam flank and then they get picked off and then they get angry. They're not getting pocketed. But
Yeah.
you also don't want to have too much teamwork because like sometimes you just have to deal with a bunch of very bad teammates on your team that's passive and they don't know how
Yeah.
to play the game, right?
Right.
So you can make up for it by making a lot of space.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not telling you like, no, you gotta pop off, you gotta get a 6-8. No, like just making more space, play a bit more aggro, then who knows. Now you're gonna convince them, and they're gonna have the confidence to also hold W.
So after the Rhine falls, then you're saying me playing Sigma, I should try and push in, go toward the point, or like try and
Yes.
get more space. Okay.
Yeah, because if Ryan is dead, no, they don't have Shatter, right? They already come into Shatter.
Yeah.
He can't charge. Nothing really can stop you from your charge besides Sigma Rock. But
Yeah.
what's gonna come out first? Isn't charge faster than Rock because Rock has that animation?
Yeah, it's got to build up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was a good question. Okay, so you win Sigma. Okay. Your shield. You left your shield here.
Yeah. Should have
Yeah.
recalled that back.
Don't just relax. All right, relax. Don't be tense. Don't be pressured. I know it's
Yeah.
middle fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cooldown management. Drop the shield and keep pushing up. Here's a good tip when you play Sigma. If your shield is breaking, for your elo, just press shift. Press shift, hold W,
Yeah.
because by the time your shift goes off, your shield is already good to go. Right? So you just rotate,
Yeah.
rotate back and
Yeah.
forth. Yeah, and always make sure your other shield tank is with you, because you went in here, right? It's like,
Yeah.
is that really double shield? It doesn't look like it. It looks more
No.
like a split shield.
Yeah.
And plus, you didn't even drop this shield.
Yeah. I'm not even being a shield at this point now.
Yeah. So here's another tip. When you're shooting on Sigma, you can
Yeah.
shoot and keep pushing shield forward. Because the more you push forward and you put the shield behind, can you imagine if you put a shield right here? How is this Moira
Oh,
going to
yeah.
pocket them? Right, you're blocking the line of sight.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're blocking line of sight. Okay. Okay, so your team is getting the whole snowball effect. Momentum is actually going on now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now they're just like hard staggering. They do have Bob and Shatter. You guys have Cole. Okay, let's try to focus more on you right now. Okay, you're down
Okay.
1. Oh.
Oh, no bueno.
So, you never had a shield. You didn't have it in the beginning, right?
Yeah, that would have stopped it.
Yeah, that would have stopped it. So we can take a look. Let's go back 20 seconds.
Payload moves toward its predicted outcome.
Right. And then, okay. So you do have all your cooldowns. It wasn't like you didn't have
Yeah.
it.
I just
Yeah.
didn't think about it. I'm like tunnel visioning, just trying
Yeah,
to DPS.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So obviously we already know the mistakes. Just make sure we don't do it
Yeah.
in the future. The best way to DPS isn't always breaking the shield, because if you just shoot above, right, the splash damage will reach the Sigma behind the shield anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, or look at this. You bounce, you ricochet. See?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can hit him.
almost like like Junkrat kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Junkrat. Yeah. You can, since you're in team chat, you can call, hey, can we pull and rock? Right, pull them up, and then we rock them. It does a
Yep.
lot of damage. Yeah. Okay. So it's like, it's kind of weird. It's like you have such good teamwork, but then you don't utilize it at the same time. It's like
Yeah.
contradicting.
Oh. Yeah. Just gotta put it all together.
Okay, so then that's a wipe, but at least you guys cap, so that's good. Alright, everything here I'm not gonna focus too much because this is your
Right.
VoD, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait until you come back. Oh. Okay. This is actually a good one where I caught a mistake, but now you will know.
Sweet.
Let's slow it down. Okay. Actually, hold up. We'll speed it up a little bit. Alright, right here. When you're here, from this perspective, you don't see what's behind them, right? And they don't see
Yeah.
you. Just throw a shield to right here.
Right in the corner.
Yeah, because if you throw a shield, they know, uh-oh, that Sigma's coming soon, but we don't know what is the distance. They're gonna start holding S a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's like a mind game, right? It's like a mind game.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
then I noticed you have very good reaction time, so this is the part where I'm gonna point it out. Alright, right
We can give him the code afterwards too.
here. You were gonna rock because you saw the charge, right?
Yeah.
But remember what I said on first
I
point?
have to build it
Doesn't
up. Yeah.
doesn't charge come out before rock?
Yep.
So same concept as your shield. When you get here, just press your rock. By the time you turn, you already rock him.
Yep.
They don't
makes sense.
expect you from around the corner, right? So I always teach my student this: who has a better advantage, the guy that already has a gun pointing at you, or the guy that's about to draw the gun? Obviously, the guy already has a gun pointed at you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy already has a gun pointing at you, and then you're still drawing the gun.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. Alright, your team actually hard peel for you right there.
I know.
Okay. Alright, that was good. You were shielding. See, like, I love that. I actually love singing. Like, I might actually, if you don't mind, do you mind me clipping these parts and show it to like a platinum or a diamond tier?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, you actually turn around and punish this guy. Like, you didn't just kept saying like, go in, get the no. Like, that's good. Like, why would you allow this guy to be in the back? Like, he's already
Exactly.
like
It's
3/4
yeah,
till it's
over.
shattered, right? Yeah. So I'm very impressed. Like, as of now, I'm still impressed.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So now pushing, keeping pressure. Okay. All right. All right. So while this is still ongoing, I will skip it in a bit.
Okay.
Let's talk. So between your Rhine and Sigma, I feel like that sound is kind of annoying. Hold up. Okay. I feel like your Sigma is a little bit better than your Rhine, but I can tell you why it's a little bit better is because you seem to have faster how do you say, like, you react faster in reading situations better than when you're playing Reinhardt. And it might not
Yeah.
be because you need more playtime on Rhine. I think it's just you seem to be a bit clunky
With Reinhardt.
with Reinhardt. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you want to play aggro, but then you don't know, is this the right time?
Yeah. Because
But then but on Sigma it's like, wow, you just somehow know. So I think what you want to work on is try to transition
Yeah.
to Reinhardt. So
Okay.
after every game, just be like, why is my Sigma so much faster pace than my Rein?
Then my Reinhardt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said,
So
I'm afraid like I try to be aggressive, and then I think I bail all the time too with Reinhardt because I don't know, maybe I'm afraid I'm not going to get healed or something, or my healers aren't going to keep me alive. You know.
yeah. So then it's like you're thinking about all of that. You're forgetting about the front fight and what is going on, all the
I could
cooldowns.
just
Yeah.
get in their face and yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was telling you the whole wait and bait, and then the corner to corner. Right, just from this corner to this corner. That's phase one. When's the next one? All right, this one to this one, and then this one to this. Just inch in slowly, corner to corner,
Yeah.
and then you can be playing as good as the faster pace on Sigma.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes
because
sense.
I don't know if you noticed right now. I haven't said any of your mechanical issue. I've been just saying like your
Yeah.
cooldown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's skip a little bit. Oh, also, if I'm going too fast and you have any questions, you can always stop
No,
me.
you're good. Yeah. This is really
Okay.
helpful, man.
Alright, skip that.
Attackers incoming.
Alright, let's take a look at your composition. We have almost the same thing.
Yeah.
You went back on Reinhardt, which is fine. It is King's Row. Like, why wouldn't you play Reinhardt? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their composition is a little bit weird. They have a Winston Rein. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. This is the one issue, and I don't blame you. I would blame this guy, but today this is all about you.
Right. Lay it on me.
Yeah. See, like the double shield, you guys are not in sync.
Okay, so should I have moved over to him then, just because that he's not listening and he's not staying with the team? That I need to
Yes,
go over there.
because if you move, wouldn't everyone be scared and they want to be behind a rectangular
Right.
shield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
it's like you silently just dictate all of them to left side without even telling them. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
it's good to tell them to rotate, right?
But they gotta go to their shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
They seem to be doing that right now.
Yeah. And here's the beauty of if you do rotate to this side. I don't think the Sarissa had that much of a big ring, but he just happens to want to shoot people more on this angle. Is if you guys rotate here, and if they try to push through here, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you guys look more like you're on offense and they're on defense
Yeah.
from this
it would.
angle? Yeah. So then you guys could play more
That's
aggro.
usually how I try to go, is through that angle when I'm attacking, anyways.
Yeah. Okay. So just keep in mind, out of every character, your off tank or your main tank is someone you want to work well together.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay, that was a very good aggro counter charge. They somehow.
Like, the 1v1 Ryan is like my favorite part of Overwatch too. So
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a code after this. Maybe you already have it for like a one-on-one Reinhardt one-on-one practice. You could use.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, they somehow I don't even know how these Torbjorns are getting to these high grounds. Okay, so
Is there a
now
path there from the spawn point?
they somehow snuck through.
He went all the way around.
Yeah, dude. That's a plan, I guess.
Alright, so now you're down. I would say you're down 4 is because your Pharah is chasing a Torb, which that is also the right call, right? You want to handle the ones in the back first.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. But now you're low.
Yep.
Okay. Did you see how you died here?
I got stunned, and then they played
Nope.
into me. That's not how it
No.
happened? Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
Play over
my
again. I missed it.
my assistant sees the problem too. It's okay. Now you're here to learn. All right, let's go back. Play. Okay, we can slow it down.
It's back a little bit, or
Wait, what?
you gotta keep going a little bit. Yeah, here's where it happens.
Okay.
Like right in this area.
So you are getting healed, but you're down a lot of damage and pressure, right?
Yeah.
Okay, look at the power pin.
Still getting
That's
healed,
good.
and not anymore.
You walk forward, but you're in bubble. They can't heal you anymore.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You saw all the healing was with you, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, uh-oh, why are you not healing me?
Well, I could
Well,
push forward because I jumped into the bubble and it blocked my
yeah,
healing.
you should hold
Oh,
up shield
fuck.
and shield hop back into the corner, get full health, and then play aggro into them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I don't
So,
even know if I know if I don't think I know that like it blocks the healing in the bubble. So that's
I think,
that alone. I learned something.
yeah,
and the
so it's like
only
awareness.
thing that goes through it is what, like, Zen Orb can heal you, right?
Yeah, Zen Orb.
Coalescence?
Mercy locked on does get disconnect once in a while. Yeah, Cole's going to go through.
Other than that, all healing's blocked.
Block.
Yeah,
Wow.
all the healings in
Loot.
or out blocked.
Yeah.
AoE healing will not reach unless they all come in there. But there is no AoE healing with you.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have a Brig, you don't have a Lucio. Yeah, so gotta be more careful when
Can
when
you
you're
throw
doing
armor
this.
packs through the shield? I've never tested that. I think you can.
Yes.
You can throw it through?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
But
like
then
keeping a
it's...
Zen Orb.
Yeah. So it'll go through, but...
Oh, wow.
And also know that, like, Transcendence and Lucio B does not go through those shields.
Seriously? Wow.
Seriously.
That's
Mhm.
good to know. That's good to know if I play Winston too. Man. No way. Yeah.
Yeah.
You bet.
Okay, now it's just chaotic. Kinda winnable. Oof, okay. Oh, that's a huge shatter. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Fucking molten core.
Wow, I really you're just like surprising me the more I watch this. You actually committed. That's wow. I thought you were gonna just like, all right, guys, just give it to them or something.
I know. Maybe I probably was going to do that, but I don't.
You're.
When
I'm
the
not
pressure
gonna.
was on, I was like, I got to get in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you just learn a little bit more, like the whole bubble thing and awareness and cooldown,
Yeah.
I would not believe you're bronze. I would think you're like low gold, like
Oh
gold
wow.
flat. Yeah, like you committed. That's very shocking to me. Yeah, so that was a good commit. Because you know how they were fighting over here, right? That means
Yeah.
they're tunnel visioning. They forgot. Oh, the Reinhardt's coming back,
Yep.
and you took advantage and shattered all of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
you won this fight for everybody.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so that was good. Okay, now it's like a 1v1. Okay. They do have the better spawn.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is fine because you're already down a lot.
Yeah.
So these are moments where it's okay to die quickly because you want to try to spawn back before you get bass spawn.
Yep. That makes sense.
Okay, so you see, like, you committed, so you died early. Who cares? Now you have good spawn, and then look at those
We're all
two
back
feeders.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a bunch of fucking feeders.
But realistically, once that Moira dropped, it was probably a lost fight, right?
Yeah.
And you should have just
Yeah.
stayed back to regroup.
Okay, so let's pause for a bit. Let's talk about ult economy. Unfortunately, they capped. Ult economy wise, not looking too great for your team. For them, it is better because Cole should be coming up online maybe 1.5 more fight. You got Bob, you got Primal, and the scary part about Bob and Winston is if they throw Bob, Winston can go in and put a
Yep.
bubble on Bob, and then use Primal to boop them all into the
Oh,
bubble
fuck.
with Bob. Yeah, so, but obviously they're not that coordinated, but it's okay.
Right.
I'm just teaching you in the future if you happen to play Winston and there's a random that plays Ash, just be like, hey, throw Bob, I'm going to put bubble on Bob. I'm going to jump in and put bubble on Bob, and I'm going to Primal them all into Bob inside the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here we want to play slow, right? Because it's a 4v6.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming back. Gotta be careful. This Winston we could punish a little bit. Okay, he got out, which is fine. Okay, now it's a 6. Oh, good shutdown. Okay, they primaled.
What did that? What? The fairy contested an auto aim turret and an Ash.
Yeah. Oof.
They're all hiding behind a Risa shield.
Yeah, so this part I won't blame you is because capitalizing this space is better than this.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
I just didn't realize
So
how far back they were. Didn't realize I was all by myself.
yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, the way you're playing is like low gold, and then these guys are actually bronze. Like, these guys should be coming to me for VOD review.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, also,
All right, yeah.
also you had coalescence whenever you committed to that fight, so it's understandable.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
if we call, we gotta hold W and take more space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, his turret's on that stairs for like 30 minutes, too. Not that I mean to complain about my teammates, but I know it's just as much my fault.
There's play of the game.
Your Pharah is definitely putting a
Yeah.
lot of work, defense and offense.
Yeah.
Minus contesting an Ash and a turret.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just coming back.
I didn't send in like me recording, but I'm like very like mic friendly on these like on my games. I'm like always like trying
Talking.
Yeah. Always like trying to okay guys, I'm not charging in yet. I'm regrouping if we're down person or if we're down like if I'm dead, I'm like you guys are down a tank and then I check to see what we're down.
Yeah.
And stuff because nobody talks in bronze really. Like,
Okay.
hardly ever.
Okay. Wow, okay, wow, you actually did that. I'm
You
surprised.
baited him. That's the bait.
Yeah, that's the bait. I like that. Wow, okay. Yeah, that was good.
That was
Counter
nice.
strike. Oof, your team didn't commit.
Nope, I'm dead.
Okay, so that's also another play where it's not your fault. I'm pointing like what is your fault and what is not your fault because
Yeah.
I don't want people to get like a mixture of like confusion like
Right.
like was that the wrong play? No, like that was good. It's just these guys are just not following through. Doesn't
that
have a
helps me
team.
knowing if I'm like what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, that like reaffirms. Okay, I should keep doing that. That's good. This and understanding what's bad and what I should keep doing.
Can you go back 10 seconds, Brian?
Sure, we'll go back 20. And then this.
And the healers came. Gosh, I almost had him.
See what their Torb did that your Torb could have done?
Yep.
He went all the way around and
Yeah,
flanked.
they can't even. Yeah. He's just blocked them off with Molten Core.
Mm-hmm.
Your Torb could have.
Even if he shoot Molten Core on you, that Ryan that tried to shatter and charge you guys would have died instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so You know, not much you could have done, but hey, who knows? Maybe in the future, now if you happen to have a Torb on your team, just like, hey, can you shoot Molten Core? I'll charge them into it.
Yep. Okay.
And then if you happen to have a Zarya, even better. Bubble me, I'll charge them into Molten Core.
Yep. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay, speed it up. Alright, so here's just fighting back and forth. And I think you're coming back, right? Yeah, you're coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, the stagger on the supports.
Yeah, so they did get it.
And now your Torp
Ooh.
wasted. Oh my god.
There's the Molten Core.
That was a bad call. He wanted to. He has the solo queue mentality. He think he
Yeah.
can clutch it.
Playing for play of the game and not the win.
Right.
Okay, people should be helping you with that run.
Yeah, I feel like he should have died versus me, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I feel like only this far is actually paying attention.
I'm gonna add this far to my friends list now. I always try to find the ones that like communicate and like try to keep them around.
Okay, so thank God
gonna go-
your
I'm gonna-
Pharah actually won the fight for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go play Zarya with him. I mean, your Pharah and your Moira and you are putting in work and making good calls, but the other three on your team are...
Yeah. It happens. Well, probably
Yeah.
gone.
Oh,
You have no idea how many times that happens to me. Oh,
yeah, but like,
heartbreaking.
but you see how they use the combo where the Bob like forces your cooldown and then
Yep.
the Ryan charges? Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice on their part. Yeah.
Because like, I know VoD review is all about you, but sometimes you just gotta learn how did the enemy beat me, right? You want to learn the
Yeah.
enemy's perspective. Yeah. Did you guys win this or did you guys lose?
We lost in overtime.
Okay. Oof.
Yeah, that Tor he had really good molten cores against us. It was like always at the what seemed like at better times.
Yeah.
Much better than ours, that's for sure.
Okay, alright.
Yeah,
It's
so here I think I switched to if I'm attacking, I think I switched to Sigma back just because we were able to attack with him.
mhm.
Oh, and
Yeah.
the Torbjorn started like our Torbjorn started getting toxic in the chat and like shit talking all of us. So that was my favorite part of the game.
It's ladder. It's to be expected.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, he was like terrible tanks and heroes, and I said, "Bro, we're bronze. We're all bad," and then he didn't say anything.
Alright, so I see there's a little bit of a switch.
No mercy.
Yep, no mercy. Brig.
Now it's gonna be hard for the Pharah because the Pharah is gonna have to go compete against a Mercy and an Ashe with the Torb turret.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So now it's
It's actually a
Very,
down
very
build, you think?
Yeah.
Oh.
But tank line wise, you should win, right? So it's like, since you're on defense, you have no idea what they're running,
Yeah.
and they don't know what you're running. By the time they come out, or after the whole, I think 20 to 30 seconds, when you press tab, you can see their entire composition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you want to know, like, okay, so I have a Pharah with no Mercy or Zen pocket. I mean, brick armor, but it's like not, consistent. So
Yeah.
that means I have to see what can I do to exploit their team composition for my team to have an easier time. So in this, it would be the Ryan Winston versus Sigma Orisa. Sigma Orisa is better than Ryan Winston composition. The reason why is because when Winston attempts to jump in, you can pull on Orisa, or you can rock.
Yep.
So that's 2v1 tank wise. Ryan can't keep up unless he commits charge. But if he charged, that can also put him in danger and die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just make sure you exploit your counterpart on tank roll.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
There's that Torbjorn flanking us again.
okay, I see it.
Dude, he literally is running all the way around.
Okay.
Okay.
There's not much you could have done because did you see how your Moira was on the flank fighting a
Yeah,
Torbjorn?
she went for the Torbjorn.
Yeah, most likely a Torb would win the fight, not the Moira.
Yeah.
Do
Uh,
you...
And it's like you don't have a mercy anymore, right? You have to rely on break healing.
Just break to heal us all.
Yeah, and then your Moira went on the flank, so. Yep, not much you could have done.
It happens. Yeah.
Yeah, it happened.
Am I wrong to think I would have gone D.Va here?
No, D.Va would have been a good pick too, because you can contest the Ashe. You could eat the Torb stuff, so.
Do you think
Yeah.
I should have probably been better as D.Va than Sigma?
I'm thinking like at a
Yeah.
like counter pick because D.Va's got shotguns, so soft counters Monkey, eat orbs from Moira, eat Fire Strike to slow Ryan Shatter Charge, eat Dynamite, can contest Ashe on high ground with the Pharah, can also
Like-
slightly contest the Torb and eat Molten Core with DM. So
Even a Roadhog would have been good too.
Okay.
Because you could do pull in her, right?
oh yeah, but you have Orisa, yeah.
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 And you can self heal just in case your Moira is a DPSing Moira.
Which
and
she
you-
was at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have what? You have Hook plus Bash. That's double CC.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
Roadhog would have been good. I played D.Va a bit too, so that would have been.
Yeah, no, I don't know what your tank pool is. I was just kind of looking at the comp and questioning
Yeah,
Brian
yeah.
myself, like.
Yeah. I'd like to learn, just be do the tank role, the general often main, but I'm just trying to learn, Rhyme first and foremost, and the rest of them as I go.
Yeah.
Okay, so he went Lucio, which is the right call. You need the speed to rotate
Yeah.
and reposition. Oof. Okay, so that was
Yeah.
bad, is because it's
Yeah.
gonna be overtime, right? And you're gonna have bass spawning because you died and they capped. So just remember, if it's like a OT, which is overtime moment, just give
Yeah.
it to them.
Okay.
Give it to them, full regroup. You just need one team fight. Right? Just get them off car, or the whole
Yeah.
people like to say C9 or whatever.
Well, not only that, you're on Sigma, so you try to get them in a tight corner,
you-
build ult real fast, and Sig9 them with your ultimate.
So your win condition would be pull, which is Orisa pull,
Yeah.
flux, pull flux, and then C9. They're all off the point. You pull them away from cart.
Ah. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You only need them off for a second.
That's right. Yeah, and if you can, and they're all gonna pay payload because it's overtime. So
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so they're Winston committed. That was a really good play for Winston because they're keeping the pressure going. Ooh. She should be saving that for OT. Yeah, Lucio died. Alright, so you went back on Ryan.
you'll have pull Molten Core. That is y'all's win condition right now.
Yep, pull Molten Core and then you play
Yeah,
aggro and charge it.
Torbjorn. Yeah.
Well, again, I'm
You're
telling
far.
you, this far is winning the fight
I
for
know.
you
You push them off the point. Yeah.
guys. Okay. They did push pretty far with the
Yeah.
2 minute. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, what does your team do? Skip this.
I bet if we had the enemy team VoD, they would be like, Pharah's so OP. We have an Ashe, can't even kill the Pharah.
Yeah, so he got a first pick. Oh, they're gonna res. Oh,
See that
wow.
era, man.
Look at that rotation.
Okay. Yeah, it's a loss. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to right there. Spectate overlay. Okay, so they're down 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then they're gonna go for res. Okay. So that's the healer down.
Yeah.
So what you guys should have done is hard push, but
They do, but the
your
team splits. The
your
Orisa,
Orisa
Yeah.
and Sigma's not together. Like your shield is not even for her at this point. She just
Yeah.
pushing. And you know, those are moments where you just gotta commit with her,
Yeah. Just gotta
right?
join her.
It's do or die, right? So if it's either we wipe together so we don't stagger, or we win together and full commit. Right?
Gotcha.
There's no in between boundary. Like that's
Yeah.
it. Just we die together or we commit together. And then here's the other problem coming up soon. Your Orisa got so scared, started running and running and running. The Mercy Mora chased
Here,
after the
went
Orisa,
after her. Yeah.
and now you're like here by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your
I should have
shield
followed, if
is
I followed Orisa, we'd be in a better spot. Like going, even if she ran away, right?
yes.
Now I'm just by myself with a turret and a Reinhardt on me.
Okay, sorry, I was talking to
Oh,
someone.
you're good.
Okay, so also your shield, it looks kind of fresh, but you're not readjusting it, right? Yeah. These are moments where, look, if you just throw the shield through behind the Reinhardt, nobody can keep him up, right? And then you
Yep.
you hold W into him, or
Yeah.
even if you put it even more behind him, this Orisa can shield dance between your shield.
Oh. Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's like you're already 5 steps ahead, and you just brought 3 value to the team fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then your Rhine turned around, or their Rhine turned around. Yeah, just there's not much you guys could have done.
Yeah.
So the
Not even using
conclusion,
my shield, it's like way back there too.
yeah.
Gosh.
So
Yeah.
the conclusion for this fight is, whose fault would it be? Then it would be you and the Orisa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then you guys wiped. Your Orisa went in without you again. Oh, this Torb. We're not destroying the turret, the Torb just ran through it, okay. Alright, you're down like 3.
Yeah.
And your Mercy's going for a res, so technically that's a 2v5.
Yeah, we're just staggering now.
Yeah. I mean, she's killing people
Oh,
again.
geez. She's doing work.
So everything the FAR is doing right now is very solo queue mentality, and it's bring value.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Hammond, okay.
Oh, did I switch to Hammond here? Oh. There you go.
Oh, you're standing in Molten Core too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Right. So let's go back a little bit. Hammond. Okay. So you're inside bubble, right?
Yeah, no heals.
No heals and it's not too good. Now look at
No.
your grapple came back online. You
Mhm.
want to pay attention. Hammond's Pit is the moment it comes back online, you want to see where you want to hurry and grapple away for hit and run, or you want to
Yeah.
just make space. So from this perspective, if I knew this is coming back online and they're shooting Molten Core, half of their team is coming, I would have just grapple here and boop all of them back. Because
Oh,
if you
wow.
boop them back, they can't
Yeah.
touch the point, right? You're still capping anyway.
Yep. Keep them off
Yeah.
the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helden sterben nicht.
Turning up the heat.
Okay. Fast forward.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei. 30 seconds. Helden sterben nicht.
Right on the molten core.
Oof. Okay. I see why you guys lost. Okay. All right. So, yeah, we'll end it here because.
Yep. All right.
So the ending really just tells me that just stagger, right? Just
Yeah.
very hard stagger, and it's like, how did it lead to it? Well, if we go back to the whole Sigma Orisa, you know how I said then it would be your fault and the Orisa?
Yeah.
And it's like these little nitpicking micro plays. It's like one stagger can lead to 5 more staggers
Yeah. You can.
because they won't listen, right? You can't, you don't know if they're gonna listen to you for the next like 1
Yeah.
or 2 minutes. Yeah, so it's like you want to try to, when it comes to, I guess SR or ladder climbing, is you tend to not want to mess up when it comes to your death count and
Yeah.
your survivability and your staggers, right? You can
Yeah.
mess up on your like shots or your cooldown. I mean, it's not good, but it's like, isn't that better than staggering?
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That makes it's too true.
yeah. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's
Awesome.
everything I can say.
Yeah. That is really helpful though. Like get a sense of things I'm doing right, things I'm doing wrong.
Hmm.
Too, and it helps a lot with the Sigma and the Reinhardt. Like those parts especially. What I was doing.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's good.